Hi folks, welcome back once again. Thank you for joining me here. My name is Nick on the ZX Spectrum 48K, delving into retro history. This game is Discs of Death, published by Artic Computing in 1985. Now essentially, we're in the 25th century. Isn't that where Buck Rogers went? I'm not sure. But anyway, the only aim in life is to become the Disc Warrior champion. And there's these fights to the death, and some alien has challenged me, where we have to kill the other person using discs and shields and all sorts of stuff, so we see how we get on. It's in 3D, there's me down the bottom being a cyan jumping man. You'll see there's a bit of a white vertical thing at the top there. I can use that for aiming. Oh, I've hit him, that's good, I didn't expect that. So there we go, and that's pretty much the whole game. 3 different levels of difficulty. I think I'm on the medium one, I don't know. So he's firing stuff at me, and I'm jumping backward and forward. When I press fire button, I can aim the thing at the back, although it's not easy. It's not playing ball all the time, and it seems to reverse directions every time I press the fire button. Looks like my success at the moment is complete and utter random. Now, if you had this game back in the day, then let me know. These reviews, as you know, well, not always, everyone knows, according to the comments, but as you know, it's not about expert gameplay. It's about how you would got on your first or second go, and we're doing enough there if you want to go back and play it again. It's interesting, I must admit, but my success, as I say, does seem a bit fluky. Later levels, you can fire, or the alien man can fire a homing disc at you. You press fire button to block that. So you can fire more than one thing at the same time, but get your eyes on. If you suffer from fits, that black and blue checkerboard and the red, oh, I've been hit, but the red and black checkerboard is not the greatest thing in the world. You can do 2-player. If you do 2-player, it's not you versus them, it's turn-based and you're alternating, I believe. So 48K, a rather curio of a game, a unique game, where it's Discs of Death. Sound like a really bad DJ who turned up at a party or wedding and all he's got is Agadoo, that Mr. Blobby song, and maybe a bit of Jive Bunny, if you know that. Right, anyway, let's go. Am I enjoying this? I do not know. I have to admit to you, I do not know. It's coded well enough. That sound is grating on my old eardrums straight away. It might be a bit better once you get good at it. Seems like the levels are alternating between many platforms to jump on and just 2. Aiming I'm finding almost impossible, to be honest with you, to get it fine. Now it's gone down there. See that white line going back and forward at the back there? Surely that's going to be a hit. It isn't. So you can take a rebound, a ricochet, and then your disc will come flying back to you. The skill is to know which one's your floating disc and which one's the enemy's disc, which might cut you down like it did there. So the instructions say that you're already the Disc Warrior champion, and someone's trying to compete for your crown, and an alien, although they look pretty much human down there. It's always a fight to the death, so you're a champion until you're dead. And maybe you can compete as a ghost, I don't know. The high score is 40, that seems massive, but look at all those zeros in front of it, which probably means you can get much higher. Yeah, it's got to the point now where I'm just a bit like when I'm in a fighting game. I'm just button mashing, going backward and forward. I'm trying to apply a bit of skill and aim loosely, but you have to be absolutely exact here. And he's got me with one of these homing missile things. Curses, blast, and the game's over. Ian Rich wrote this, and you know, 1985 is quite skillful to come up with something like this. I can't think of anything quite like this. There's a game within future games, I think, where you're avoiding asteroids, but that's not like this at all. Right, we're back to this bit. We've got 3 platforms to jump on here, so there's much more scope for manoeuvrability. Yeah, back in the day, I would have played this every now and again, but it's not really that accessible as a game. It's quite unusual. You might have some weird dreams about it after playing it for a sustained length of time. But yeah, I wouldn't have gone back too much. It's one of those ones I might have seen on a C90 tape rather than had to physically buy. A kid's imagination can always add a lot onto these sort of games, so I'd imagine if you got into it, you might have invented some amazing backstory. It is the 25th century, it says here, but that's rather irrelevant. Buck Rogers, I said before in that show, he went to the 25th century, so maybe this is Buck Rogers versus that silly little robot. Twiggy twiggy twiggy. Okay, Buck. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Oh, I've gone bopped again. I think I might have put this on a higher level. Right, game over again. So goes where will be random. I think I've got past 2 levels on this one. I'll keep playing and playing and well, I'll play for about 10 minutes or so. If you're liking the Spectrum stuff, as I always say, There is a Spectrum playlist of hundreds of games, all played relatively badly, but the occasional one I do play good. It gives you a bit of a retro feel if there's any games you want to track down. And to get there, click on my username. That's the guy with the red hat on, and it says Ed Jenkins next to it. You know what a username is, I'm sure. That'll take you to the channel page, unless YouTube has sneakily changed it by the time you're watching this. And there's some tabs across the top. Playlist is one of them. Click on that, and you'll see zxspectrum and a number of other stuff as well. It's not all based in the 25th century, you know. So this is roughly about 500 years into the future. No, 400 years. No, is it 500 years into the future? That's it. Get it right. Unless you're watching this in the future, then it might be now. If you are watching it in the 25th century, comment below. Are you the Disc of Death champion? You better comment quick, because you might be killed on your next outing there. This is one of those games that might be interesting in VR. It might give you a bit of a headache with those checkerboards, but maybe you can change the background in the future. They might have that crazy technology. Right, already you've seen as much as this game. I've set a wide angle there. Already you've seen all of this game straight away. There will be different levels beyond level 2, which I can do, no doubt. I'm almost at the highest score. I've got 30. Did I kill him now? I killed him without even realising. I was too busy looking at the bottom of me jumping about. Right, this is the level. It's the doozy. Come on, Nick. Come on. Kill that alien scum at the background. Oh, look, and he's killed me. Maybe there's a game of chess going on as well. Yes, it's always going to be this basic screen going on. Scores across the top, as you know. Player 1, high score, and player 2, who's not here. It's always me. It's always me playing this on my own. I don't think this ever come out on the phones or anything like that. It's just ZxSpectrum. I don't know if it came out on Commodore 64 Amstrad CPC. Let me know if it did, but it might have just been, buying Ian Rich this, it might just have been a Spectrum release. Hopefully it was a budget, I do not know. Always a battle to the death. I seem to find it easier, I don't know why, with free platforms to jump on. Maybe you just get out the way quicker. It's those homing missiles that do you. My 40-point score come quite near the start. You might see I'm trying to aim at that thing at the back, the vertical line, with not much skill. I like the way the disc comes back to you in a sort of like a curvy loop. Right. I'm firing. Oh god, I'm going through a bit of a bad phase now. I'm getting bopped. Lives, you've already noticed, I'm sure. Lives is next to player 1. There's 2 standing men there, standing stick men. We've got them 2 left, looking a little bit like a robot. Can I complete the game? I don't know. If you've completed it, let me know. But I've got a funny feeling it might go on forever, Trevor. Cyan Man. Cyans, I suppose, is a decent colour. I think yellow against his background would blend into the platforms too much. White would be a bit hard on the eyes, so red would be absolutely awful. There's a lot going on the screen, isn't it? Remember to blink, folks, or you might be seeing that checkerboard for hours afterwards. That's me gone again. Yeah, you can play this on joystick or keyboard. Disc of Death, I swear with a K there on the I think on the I'll have to check again. On the actual inlay, it's spelled with a C. Is it a K or a C? I don't know. Looks like 2 people haven't spoken to each other again, unless I'm remembering it wrong. Biff, baff, boff. That's what the great Soprendo would say. Right, there's a lot of stuff on the screen at the same time here. Come on, Nick. Come on. Let's get a fluke hit. Let's get a fluke hit on this nincompoop. Yeah, if you play this in real life, let me know. You always make the jumps. You never fall down between the platforms. Oh, that was brief, wasn't it? Right, come on. Right, 30 points for that. I'm already on. I've equalled the highest score, folks. I must have gotten straight in the belly button. And you always get bonus points for hitting someone straight in the belly button. In this game, not in real life. Don't do it in real life. It's an advanced frisbee to the death, isn't it? Really. If you're good at frisbee, then it might be. Hey, I've got the high score. If you're good at frisbee, it might be in the future. If you can live long enough to the 25th century, you would be a disc warrior champion, just like me. Just like me here. Yeah, so look, it does alternate between the 2 platforms and the 3 platforms, and that's it really. It doesn't go anywhere else. I've done it again. Well, maybe I'm getting good at the game after all. Practice makes perfect, or is it just those infinite amount of monkeys with an infinite amount of typewriters will eventually type everything? Maybe it's that, because it is random. Yeah, it might be that effect. Right. Buff. just firing more stuff now, but you seem to lose contact with what you're looking at. How have I been playing this game this long? I do not know, but hey, I will. I just keep rambling on as usual. If you like this guff, as I say, please subscribe if you haven't already. If you watch this far into the video, then great. Massive thank you to the members on all tiers. There are, much respect for keeping this thing on the road. I do get my trolls every now and again, but what can you do? What can you do? It's all about having fun. It's all about defeating stress, really, and it will continue. Oh, there's a homing missile there. I think I can press fire button to get rid of it, or I could just keep jumping back and forward. It's there like a ring of death. Oh, look at that. And I've been vaporized once again, and I don't think I'm coming back here. So, it's an alright game. It's well coded. It's a curio. Do I like it or not? I'm not sure. It's alright for a few minutes here and there. But yeah, interesting. It's not bad, but I think your progress is going to be random at the end of the day. So, hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Discs of Death. What a cool name. On the ZX Spectrum 48K, published by Artic Computing in 1985 and written by Ian Rich. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.